Hey guys, Dave Barnett here from davidcbarnett.com, the blog site, YouTube channel, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play podcast, where I talk about buying, selling, financing, and managing small and medium-sized businesses. I'm sore today. If you're on my email list, which everyone should be, you'll have heard already that I spent the weekend moving furniture and stuff. And I have a couple of fun stories that I told about that, and you would know them if you're on the email list. So either go to davidcbarnettlist.com to sign up, or come on over to my blog site, and right down here on the left, there's a place where you can sign up, and you can just check off the topics that interest you, so you'll only get emails about those things. Today, I'm going to give an update on the Adventure Group. For those of you who don't know, Business Buyer Advantage is my online training course. It's about 9.5 hours of video tutorials, and there's a 50-page workbook, and you go through that and you learn the ins and outs of buying a business, how we do it. But then if you want to go forward and actually buy a business and you want more support, you join the Adventure Group. And it's a group coaching program. There are people in it all from all around the world. And what was exciting about this past month is we had 3 new members join. We had one from Florida, one from California, and one from continental Europe. So we have our first European member in the group. And now we're represented all the way around the world. So we have people in New Zealand, we got someone in Singapore, we have people all across North America. And so what we do is we have calls every couple weeks. There's an adventure call, which is an open Q&A call. And we also do something called Hunt Club, where we help track people's goals and make sure people are moving forward in their strategy to buy a business, because almost everyone who's in the group, of course, they've either have a business they're operating or they have a job. And so they have to make this goal of buying a business fit within their lives. And so this past month, we had some really awesome conversations, because someone who joined the group has been talking with sellers and business brokers, and they've been looking at some different deals and talking to bankers, and they brought their deal into the group so that we could look at it as a group. And so other people in the group have professional backgrounds and own businesses and are in the process of trying to buy one as well. And so we had some really fantastic conversations involving different people in the group giving their input into this deal, and on in particular, some of the things to do with how we value a business when we're going to go buy it. And what the big takeaway was for the person who brought the deal is that you could find all kinds of data and information that would say or suggest that a business has a certain value. But at the end of the day, it always comes back to the same thing. It is, what is the cash flow? How certain is the cash flow? And how risky is it that the cash flow may or may not continue? And what am I willing to pay for that cash flow given the risks involved? And sometimes buyers get clouded by different tangents and sidetracks, like, oh, well, I can get financed for this amount of money, and so therefore it's okay for me to buy the business because I can borrow the money, or this or that. And a lot of these things are the other people that they're talking to are trying to push them down these alleyways. And that's part of the sanity check that comes from being in a group like the Business Buyer Adventure. And so I would welcome anyone out there who is serious about moving forward and buying a business to come and join the group, meet the other people that are in the group, join our calls. And here's the great thing about it is that if you weren't on the call 2 weeks ago, it's recorded, it's in the can, and it's in the group. So when you do sign up and join, you can actually go through and you can catch up on all the recordings of all the topics and all the calls that we've already done. So the value in the group actually increases over time because of all that stuff that's in there. There's also every month a special expert call that gets recorded. And this coming month, the May call is going to be really exciting, because what I did is I cornered a commercial loan officer for a small community-based lender, and got some really great topics and conversation out of him about how they look at loan applications for people that are trying to buy a business. So again, that's inside the Business Buyer Adventure, and you can learn more about it over at businessbuyeradvantage.com. The adventure is step number 3. Business Buyer Advantage, the course, is step number 2, but you can see that all that information over at businessbuyeradvantage.com. And for those of you who aren't, get on my email list, because all the best stuff goes to the people on the email list. including a special offer that I've had over the last week or so about a live presentation that I made. I was actually invited by Napa Auto Parts to come and speak to some of their customers about exit planning and succession, and a recording of that presentation is available in my exit planning course only until May 1st, 2019, and you can find that over at howtogetoutofmybusiness.com. We'll see you later. Cheers.